Hey, Nax community. I am thrilled to be joining y'all in cyberspace for CAMX 2021 in February. And one of the reasons is I have a firm belief, I guess an agreement, with Bill Nye the Science Guy that everyone you will ever meet knows something you don't. It's part of the magic of getting to gather with a community like Nax. It's part of the importance of events like CAMX. And so, even though we're going to be pixelated, I am standing in the place that this year we can create some remarkably meaningful connections and conversations and really maximize those connections, even though we might not have proof that we have legs in this context. And so I want to, just to give us a little bit of that feeling of what it's like to be in person with this group, I want to queue up a little message for you. And then I'll come back and bring us home by sharing and unpacking a little bit of a teaser of what I'm going to be talking about and sharing with y'all at CAMX 2021. Here we go.
When we plan a meeting, conference, summit, symposium, call it whatever you want to, we focus all of our energy and effort on the content of the agenda. And I would say the reason that people actually come back is the connection that happens in between the content. And when you create that in the first hour of your event, the next 47 hours that you have left together become that much more meaningful.
Whew. Can you feel that? Can you remember that energy, that intangible, maybe slightly indescribable experience that we have when we gather in person with people who understand our world, right? When you talk about something to somebody else who's running a college store at another university, right? They just hear you differently, maybe even more deeply than a best friend or a spouse or whatever else. And that's part of the reason that events like CAMX and organizations like Nax are so deeply valuable to us. And so I am standing in the place throughout my session and our time together at CAMX that even though we will be separated by distance, that we don't need to be disconnected. I'm the co-author of a book called Ask Powerful Questions, Create Conversations That Matter. And this is what I intend to do during our session. Because I do have a belief that everyone you'll ever meet does know something that you don't. And so there's some wisdom that, over the course of the sea of uncertainty that we just traveled through in 2020 and some of the challenges and struggles, there are also a bunch of learnings. And so at CAMX 2021, in my session, you can expect to harvest some of those ideas, some of those learnings. What are people doing? So that you can chart a course for 2021. And as a bonus, if you registered early enough, you might get a deck of this card deck that I created called We Engage cards. And it's got some really awesome quotes and photos, and there's a ton of different exercises that you can do with your student and professional staff that you can also use to integrate and create more connection engagement in your own organizations. So I'm going to blend this idea of connection and content together into one awesome session at CAMX 2021. And if you haven't registered already, what are you waiting for? I'll see you there. Have an awesome day.